Okay, so a few things has been happening on Classic WoW today, in the anniversary servers, in actual vanilla Classic WoW, and I kinda wanna bring you guys up to speed. There's also a real quick Mist of Pandaria announcement as well, so everything Classic space. Today's been a huge day, by the way. So first of all, let's talk about the one thing that everyone has been noticing, and maybe you don't know what it is just yet, in which case maybe this video right here will be helpful to you. So the first thing is this thing right here, Unrelenting Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer buff, now on Anniversary and the Hardcore Realms. Blizzard has just activated a new buff on Anniversary Realms for Hardcore and non-Hardcore Realms. It is a permanent Onyxia buff, which you can turn on or off at your nearest innkeeper. It will be on by default, by the way, so you have to turn it off if you don't want to have it on, and this is basically exactly what it says. It's a permanent Onyxia buff for all players on Anniversary Realms. All characters logged in or out just received a permanent Onyxia buff on Anniversary Realms. The new spell called Unrelenting Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer is essentially an Onyxia buff that doesn't stack and cannot be booned. Some information discovered by players just now. Number 1, the spell is received on login for all characters. It is live on Anniversary, Hardcore Realms. It does not disappear when entering a dungeon. Thank you Slash for the tip. You can turn the buff off and on again at any innkeeper, and the buff does disappear inside Battleground as well. Some players are speculating this could be a way for Blizzard to promote players leveling for TBC, kind of like Joyous Journeys, and I'm just gonna say, it's not. I mean, some people have been speculating that this is like signaling TBC is coming, level up characters, and while that might be true that TBC is coming, Anniversary, the pre-patch, I'm saying by the way, December 16th, hold your date for that one. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see and get some communication here, because like we all know, the Classic WoW dev team cannot communicate. Either way, the buff dropped, everybody started speculating, and we have a real quick post. This is to celebrate WoW's 21st anniversary on Anniversary Realms. The buff will be available for 1 week and will end at 10 AM on PST on Monday, November 24th. So you basically have 1 week to enjoy this buff. And going over to here as well, this blue post from Kaivax basically tells you the same thing. This is to celebrate the anniversary. The buff will be available for 1 week and will end at 10 AM PST on Monday, so you have the entire week to enjoy the buff on the Anniversary Realms, whether you play the regular ones or the hardcore ones as well. Now, there was one more thing that happened today, which kinda happened out of nowhere. You could transfer from Crusader Strike to Wild Growth, and the same thing happened on the EU servers as well. Suddenly, out of nowhere, no announcement, no anything, people were able to transfer to Wild Growth. Now, per my knowledge, none of the transfers actually went through. But you could actually, you got the confirmation that the transfer was started, but none of the transfers actually went through. Per my knowledge. Now, there might be some that actually snuck through, and if you know anything more about that than I do, please leave a comment down below. Now, this could signal multiple things. Number 1, it could just have been something happening in the system, like an edit in the system. It could have been something with a new patch they pushed, but per my knowledge, there wasn't really any bigger patch pushes. So, what if fresh season of Discovery? I know, but imagine a fresh season of Discovery that we can play while waiting for Classic Plus when we enter TBC, because Classic Era won't be the right thing for everybody. Not everybody wants to play TBC either, not everybody likes Mist of Pandaria, and not everybody likes retail WoW. What about a fresh SOD? Could that go hard? If you would play fresh SOD, let me know in the comments down below of this video, by the way. With that being said, the next big thing for Classic here is that the Thunder King arrives on December 9th for Mists of Pandaria Classic Phase 3. So if you've been waiting for Phase 3, which I know a lot of people have been, I mean, it's a really good patch, really good raid, catch-up mechanics in the game, it's just like, it's a good time to get into MoP, by the way, if you like Mists of Pandaria. And now we have a release date for it, so December 9th, hold that date off if you want to play Mists of Pandaria. I will also say, by the way, there's been a couple of data mined very cool challenge mode rewards, so even I, who haven't played Mist now in about 3 months, I'm kind of like getting the itch to go back in and do some challenge mode content. Also, apparently a lot of world buffs are being popped right now, as you can hear in the background. But yeah, that is a lot of news for Classic WoW, all in one day, by the way, kinda just stealth dropping. So we have this confirmation for Phase 3 of Mists of Pandaria. My cat is still going crazy in the background anytime I start recording or streaming, by the way, which I just want to mention, I'm streaming live every single day on Kick, and at the moment I'm also farming gold in retail to give you guys, I'm going to be giving away a Midnight Epic Edition, which I'm farming with the gold, by the way, and you can watch me farm that gold live on Kick. There's also a bunch of classic streams on Kick. I do a bunch of like prepping for TBC. If I go back and play some Pandaria, you will find that on Kick as well. And yeah, there's a bunch more content, a lot of reacts as well. Getting weirdly interested into Guild Wars at the moment, so feel free to come by, say hello. We're live every single day at 5 PM Central European Time. So whatever time that would end up being for you. Now, going back to the post, like, to give a recap, we basically have the announcement and the release date now of Phase 3 for Mists of Pandaria Classic. So number one, that's huge news for Mists of Pandaria people, by the way. And then we suddenly had the stealth drop of a buff that nobody ended up knowing what was until a couple of hours later, when Blizzard clarified what the buff was. People were speculating, by the way, left, right and center. Is TBC coming? Is the pre-patch around the corner? Is this their way of helping people level up in the pre-patch? And I'm just gonna say, it's kind of weird that this ends on November 24th, and okay, yo, hear me out, okay? We're doing some tinfoil hatting here, tinfoil hat theories. Why does this buff end in 1 week on November 24th, when, if you go to retail right now, the anniversary event lasts until sometime in December, I think December the 9th in retail. So why does this one end on November 24th? Are we about to get another announcement today or tomorrow, and then suddenly TBC pre-patch comes on November 25th? There's no way, but like, what if? Why is this buff only here for a week, when the event in retail lasts longer than 1 week? I'm just saying, there could be some stuff here, and we'll have to wait and see. And then also, obviously, we had the Season of Discovery, realms opening up for transfers as well. So yeah, it's definitely been a weird Monday and a very interesting start to the week, so let me know how you feel about everything in the comments down below, and if you are like me and prepping for TBC at the moment, well, I do have a gold making guide for TBC that you can check out through the link in the pinned comment of this video. Alternatively, if you don't have my Classic WoW guide yet, there's a huge discount when you buy them both through the bundle option. When you buy either one or both of these guides, you number one support me a lot, and also you get early access to content, exclusive content, access to a gold making Discord community, and the guide itself. You also get free updates for life. It's a one-time purchase, so check it out through the link down below. Either way, that's it. Thank you for watching, leave a like, leave a comment, thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next one.